So, hello, all e-learning enthusiasts once again. Welcome to today's webinar session. My name is Anna and I'm a senior course developer at iSpring. I'm delighted to have you all with us today as we talk about zero-code tools and resources for creating your online e-learning content. I'm going to show a few free offering tools, and don't worry, I will explain what it is. And then together we will create a course from a PowerPoint presentation in our free offering tool, iSpring Free. Then we will convert it to a SCORM package and upload to Moodle, which is a free learning management system. So I will explain what all this is to you, of course, so no worries. So as we convert my presentation to a SCORM package, I will also go over some common mistakes which course creators make, and we will discuss how to avoid them. So what kind of free tools are we going to go over today? So we are going to focus primarily on free offering tools. Offering tools let you create training content like e-courses, video lectures, quizzes, simulations, etc. And for sure, save them in the e-learning formats. Some tools offer built-in one type of training, such as video tutorials or assessments, and other comprise a set of tools under one roof, but let you create virtually unlimited kinds of content. So I'm sure that even though you're all are looking to create e-learning content with free tools, I imagine you still want to create high quality content, right? So, well, fortunately, I can tell you that this is possible. And first of all, when we talk about high quality e-learning content, we are talking about things like online courses that offer an engaging and rich multimedia and interactive experiences, including quizzes, videos, images, and of course, smart instructional design. In today's digital world, this kind of high quality content has become industry standard, and it is considered as an essential part of digital learning, right? So, engaging and effective e-learning content fosters a positive learning environment, enhances knowledge retention, and increases learner satisfaction. So, I'm sure we can all agree that when we are tasked with creating content on limited budget, there are some challenges. And our biggest one is maintaining quality. So, because it's kind of hard to find free tools that allows us to turn out the high quality work we just described. Also, many of them don't have multimedia assets such as graphics, animations, videos, which are actually instrumental in creating captivating learning experiences. Many of them also strict limits on the amount of content that you can create so that it can also be a challenge. And one more thing, many tools don't preserve things like all interactions after publishing, or the content isn't viewable on all the device. So what we really want to have when we are looking for free tools in one, quality content, two, features, three, no limits on content, and four, preservation of interactions that are viewable on all the device. So let's see what some free offering tools out there have to offer. And let's take a look at the first free offering tool today. It's called Is Easy. So It's Easy is a cloud-based authoring tool. It has a user-friendly interface, so there's almost no learning curve. There's a free version and a paid one, and they both allow you to build slide-based courses using ready-made templates and designs which you can populate with text, images, videos, and audio. The tool also enables you to add and customize interactive elements. So you can create quizzes, timelines, catalog, and process interactions. But of course, there's a downside here. Um, the Ease Easy free version has significant limitations. So the tool lets you create only free e-learning projects, and there's a zero point 0.3 gigabyte limit on the space for the courses. Of course, if you upgrade your plan to paid one, it will remove these limitations, but it can be quite expensive for what it is. That said, the free version does the job all right. Okay, now it's time to move on. Oops. Now it's time to move on to our second tool. And our second tool today is,
Can I interrupt you? Okay.
sure,
Can you open the next slide again? It looks like I don't. Oh, okay, now it works. Sorry.
okay,
Maybe it was just on my end.
okay, awesome. So glad to be still online. Okay, so our second tool for today is Course Lab version 2.4. So it is another free authoring software for built-in interactive e-learning courses that can be published online or to an LMS. Like many other tools, it allows you to create slide-based content. However, the interface can look a little bit outdated, and it's not really intuitive in my opinion, as I think. So Course Lab can be kind of complicated to use for users who don't have a technical background. So this tool can be a good option for the tech savvy since it has a decent set of features. You can make slide-based courses with images, videos, complex multi-object interactions, and quizzes. Course Lab comes with an extensive collection like of ready-to-use e-learning module templates, though learning how to use and customize them may require some time. Um, one more minus, in my opinion, what I found when I was playing around with the Course Lab is that courses don't play well on mobile devices. So at least the courses which I created. And but one thing that I really, really liked about this tool is that it has 6 question types. So this is, in my opinion, it's very important. So, but I need to mention that these question types can be like used if you need your courses to be mobile friendly. So you need to consider that. And the next tool which we are going to talk about is iSpring free. So our third and of course in my opinion best free authoring tool is of course our own iSpring free. So I know I might be somewhat based, but this user-friendly authoring tool checks off a ton of boxes for a free tool. It lets you create slide-based courses with quizzes and also turn your ready-made presentations into interactive online courses. But unlike other authoring tools, then you convert to SCORM, it preserves all PowerPoint animations, triggers, and transitions. Also, unlike other free tools, the content created with iSpring Free automatically adapts to all devices and looks great on any screen, including PCs, Macs, tablets, and even smartphones. So iSprint Free is a PowerPoint add-in. So it has an interface that is familiar and intuitive for those who know PowerPoint. It it's also like very easy to build courses from scratch. So you just need to populate slides with text, images, YouTube videos, and web objects. Let's say a page from Wikipedia or your company website. There's so much that you can do this deal. So there are three types of quiz questions to assess learning knowledge. So they have multiple choice, multiple response, and short answer. You can add feedback, set the number of attempts, and introduce time limits to your quizzes. So, like I said, for a free tool, iSprint Free has a lot to offer. And we want to be able to create like quality content, right? Which we discussed today. Check. We want to be able to have a number of excellent features. Check. And we want no limits on how much content we can create. Check. And also, we all want to preserve all interactions and have the content viewable on all devices. Check. So, okay, now you know why iSpring Free is a great choice. And the next thing I want to do is actually show you how to use it. I'm going to take a PowerPoint presentation, fix it up, and turn it into a Scrum package. So, you're more than welcome to join me right now. So, to do that, of course, you need to have iSpring Free downloaded on your computer. It's a PowerPoint add-in, so to download it, you need PowerPoint. Make sure it's not the online version of Microsoft PowerPoint. My colleague Kate, she just shared the link with you to download iSpring Free in the bottom left corner, so you can go ahead and download it. It will take less than a minute. You will also see that Kate is adding more links in our chat. So these are two presentation that we are going to convert to a course and some images that we are going to add. So you can go ahead and download these two. And while you do that, I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully it will work. Um, share my screen so that you can see how this interface look like of iSprint Free. Okay, let me close this presentation, which I have, and I will open a presentation on which we will go ahead like in practice. Okay, so this is how it will look like. And if after you install iSprint Free, you will see its tab on your PowerPoint ribbon right here. Okay, so you can open iSprint Free not only from PowerPoint directly, but you can use iSprint Free shortcut on the desktop. Okay, so I see the question from Alicia. I'm so sorry if I misspell your name. Is iSprint Free a trial or free account? That's free account, totally free. Okay, so here my presentation. As you can see, it's called Sales Calls. It was created a very like long time ago to help sales managers improve their active listening skills. It's slide-based and consists of two chapters. Includes some text, pictures, and buttons, as you can see. So we will try using all these features in this course in just a minute. So we will go ahead and use everything with iSpring free hat. Okay, so on purpose, trust me, it was on purpose. I made four design mistakes in my presentation. So before the webinar. And what we are going to do right now is to fix these mistakes so you can see what not to do when creating content. Then, after we will create a quiz and add it to our course, we will go ahead, publish it to Squirm, and upload to Moodle. Okay, so is everyone ready? So you can send me just an image emojis in the chat. We will review the mistakes and go ahead and publish our course for Moodle. So you can, okay, I can see your emojis. Awesome. I believe that we can move on. Awesome. Okay, so this is the first slide. And the first mistake we need to like take care of may not be so obvious, but it's actually like really common. So it's the use of poor stock images. Sometimes you need to use so you know um, there's a place in our life, like in instruction design in life, when you need to use stock images in your course. And that's absolutely fine, right? It happens to everyone. But you need to know how to choose the right stock images. The internet is full of stock images, and most of them are pretty like natural looking. So, for example, in this picture on slide number 1, we can see an ideal picture, an ideal computer without a stack of dust, and so it should be like it will be see right here, right? Ideal computer, um, and photoshopped person, this perfect skin, right? Which we know do not exist. Okay, so it's a little bit jealous moment right here happens, but I'm just joking. So this picture doesn't look real. Learners like they don't identify these things that don't match up with reality. So it's important to add images that create like an emotional contact with the learners. They either feel an affinity with the image by associating it with a familiar situation, or they simply find it visually appealing. I'm going to replace this picture with other photo that I found on a free website. Okay, we will do it like in the same way as we usually do in PowerPoint. So I go to Insert, go to Pictures, select a picture from my from the folder. Okay, and do it like this. I will just do it like this and set it send to back. Okay, so this is maybe something like this will look better. Okay, so here we can see like laptops with chargers, an open notebook on the table. There's stickers everywhere on the wall, on the chairs, in random places. So this is much more authentic scene. So it looks like a real office. So this would be a good photo to use in your courses. Okay, so what do you think about this photo? Does it look better or you prefer the previous one? So if you look this one, you can just put any emoji in the chat and let me know what you think if you have any feedback. So while you're sharing your comments, um, I will mention that I put together a list of free online resources for you. So you will see where you can download like lots of images for your courses. And Kate will share it in the handout section with you. So feel free to take a look there and let me know. So Kate, can you please share the handout? Awesome. Thank you so much. So you're more than welcome to download it. Okay, I can see that we have a couple of comments here about the picture. So Julia, Julia said, looks more like a schoolroom to me, but better than the first photo. Okay, you're right. Yeah, absolutely can be like a schoolroom to you. Alicia told, I do like this one, but the picture to me isn't connected to skill of sales calls. You're right. You can so that's absolutely like up to you. That's thank you so much for sharing your opinion. So sometimes yes. So when you're talking about sales calls, this is like more a picture for training about sales calls, right? So where you have or one-on-one meeting, something like that. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your comments, for sharing your thoughts. And I think that we can move on to slide number 2 and to our next mistake. So here we have mistake number 2. So please take a look. Does anything seem weird here? So please let me know what do you think in the chat. Does everything it looks like all right to you, or is there something that you can upgrade in this slide? Okay, I can see some of your comments. So Patty told that the image is not in the ideal position. So the first the first comment is a perfect comment. You're absolutely right. So Julie taught like everything is separate and disconnected from the other. Yes, you're right, absolutely. Amanda mentioned that he looks creepy. I don't know. I'm so sorry. This is just my coworker. I can tell. I cannot tell bad things about him. So, but I believe it's all up to uh, which which person you just feel like. Okay, so Lisa mentioned proximity is off. Yes, you're absolutely right, 100%. So the main thing about this is that the proximity rule doesn't work. So let's talk about it more, right? So here you can see the chapters on the left and the text elements referring to them are on the right. These elements are not only far from each other, but also placed on different levels. So does this seem like strange to you? So I imagine so. This design violates the proximity principle. So let's talk about it a little bit more. So I will open up my presentation about the proximity rule. So the proximity principle in design refers to the concept of placing elements closer together. So this is very important when it comes to presenting information and in e-learning content, right? So this is how it will look. So on the left, we can see one, like one big shape because the distance between the dots are the same. But if we take a look on the right picture, we have three different groups. And what we did, we just changed um, change the place, like make it larger, make it bigger, the distance between them. And now we have three groups, not just one. So how you might ask me how you can apply this in this course, like not only in this one, but in this course in general. Let me show you. So this is mostly will work for uh, when you add a heading and then you have a text. So the thing is that when you place them together, they will be considered as one object on the slide. And it will be easier for user to recognize it as one figure, as one shape, and they will know what they are connected, what this header and these tags are connected in meanings. So this is why you need to use this proximity rule, um, because otherwise the learner will not be able to understand how different elements relate to each other. And your learners can get confused than looking at the slide like like this one. So can you please let me know, do you use this proximity principle when you are creating e-learning content? So I believe that Kate will launch a poll in a moment, so feel free to vote. Do you use it when you create your own courses, your own projects on your workplace? So let me know. Okay, so as far as I can see, most of you use it. Somebody never heard about this rule before, so thank you for giving the opportunity to teach you something new today. Awesome, because it became like hard to surprise our attendees attendees on on our webinars. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your answers. So now it's time to fix this, right? I'm gonna move the character to the right, something like this, and put the text right here to the left to the correct chapter, like this. So this is how it will look like. Like I will do one, oopsie, oopsie. I will do one more thing. Hey, make sure that it's on the same. And I will just do it something like this. Make it closer to the first chapter. Okay. Okay, I believe now it's good. And we can move on to the next slide, right? So the next slides 3 and 4, they look pretty good, so we don't need to change anything here. So at the first look, but for sure, if you have any things, any thoughts about how to make it even better, let me know. I will be happy to hear them. Okay, so we will take a look at slide number 5. So, do you have any ideas as what's wrong with the slide? So let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I will be happy to know about this. So this guy is still here, right? Okay. Okay, I can see your answers. So what is he standing on? That's true, Tom. That's true. He's standing on the windowsill. Scale of gentleman is incorrect. Okay. So why is he standing on the windowsill? You're absolutely right. Capitalization. Ooh. Okay. You're absolutely right. Scott, yeah, Scott just made jokes, so no, we're not going to offend this guy's feelings anyhow. Trust me, he has the best sense of humor I ever met. So he will be fine. He will be fine. I believe he can live this. So, okay, okay. Okay, so you guys are all absolutely right, but I mean, I'm referring to the comments about what this character, this person, this guy right now is floating. So I call this mistake characters in zero gravity. So characters are great additions to a course, right? But it's important not to leave them in a position that makes it look like they're like floating in the air. Unfortunately, characters are often positioned like this. If the character is far away, the learner will have more trouble recognizing their emotions, right? And this is why we actually um, add a character to evoke these emotions. So, what are we gonna do? They are going to place this character closer and cutting it off at around like waist height. This will make the character larger for learners and on the slide, and we will be able to see his emotions. This will help to create a better visual and emotional contact. So let's go ahead and fix it. I will just put him right here, make him bigger, and put him like somewhere like this one. Okay, so he will look like this. Okay, for me, now it looks much better. However, you can place characters in other ways if you want to, but just be careful and don't leave them floating in the air. Okay, now let's go ahead to the next mistake. Okay, I believe that I need to show it in a slide view so you will notice it. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, are you ready? So please take a closer look. Okay. Mhm. And now this one. Okay. Now let me know, what do you think when you see these animations? Okay. So many transitions, absolutely too much animation, all the bells and whistlers. Animations, not transitions, distracting. Animations are more distracting than helping. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. So it's hard to trick you. Okay. So you're right. Too many different kind of animations. For the sake of unity and so as not to distract your learners, use no more than two or three animation effects in the entire course and not a fade out animation on one slide, a pop-up type on another, and rotation on the next one. So learners may like the animation at first, but it will get extremely annoying as if there is too many, right? So just to fix this animation, I will quickly like change its type to the one like let's set it to fade for this one, oops, and fade for this one. And for sure, for transitions, I will just put none here. I believe it will be enough. Okay, I think we corrected all the course design mistakes in this course. And now what I also want to do is to show you how to add more interactive elements to your presentation, even to make it more engaging. So first, we will add navigable article by using the web object feature in the iSpring free. And then we will quickly create a graded quiz. So why I why are we doing this? Why are we adding these interactive elements? So the first one, adding web pages like Wikipedia articles makes your content more information rich. And quizzes are important because, they let you test your learner's knowledge. Okay, so I will go ahead and add the article at first. So to add an article, I will go ahead and add a new slide like this one. Then I will go to iSprint Free tab right here and click where it says Web Object. I will quickly copy and paste a slide which I had pre-made, like in my pre-made resources file. I have it. Okay, I will select to display it in slide, and for the size, I will select full screen. Okay, and I will click OK to embed it to my course. Okay, so we insert in that object right now. So how it will look. Then after publishing, so when we convert it to scoring package, then my user will open it up. It will be opened on the slide directly, so my users don't need to um, follow the link and open it in another tab. They can just open it right there. And we will go ahead and just add a quiz, one more step which we have to add here. So I click versus quiz on the iSpring free ribbon. Okay, and here we go. You can create graded quiz or survey. I will go ahead and create graded quiz. Okay, so right now you can add a questions using the question button right here. So we have 3 question types. You can also add an info slide. Let's say if you want to add some information while the test. Under the introduction, you can add the intro slide, you can add the user info and the slide with the instructions. Okay, so let me quickly, I will go ahead, open up my pre-made file. These are the questions which I'm going to add. So the first one which I will add, it will be multiple choice. So I click on question and select multiple choice from the list. Let me quickly copy and paste the question itself and the answer options. So this one, this one, and the last one. So if you want, you can add more, but for me, 3 are more than enough. Now make sure that I mark the correct answer. And that's it. Our question is done. For now, we have it for one attempt is available for this question. We have the feedback, correct and incorrect. And that's it. We can go ahead and create the second question, which will be multiple response question. So I go to question again, and let me quickly copy it to you. So I will add answer options right now. This one and this one. Select the correct answers to all the same like default settings as set up for the quiz. Now let's add the third question, the last but not the least. It will be a short answer, and we will make it survey instead of graded one. So it means that it will not be evaluated. You cannot assign points for this. The main thing that you users will need to do is just to answer. Okay, what are we going to do next? I will go ahead and click Save and Return to Course to go back to my main course. Okay, so the next thing which we are going to do, we need to publish my course to a SCORM package. So how we can do this? So it's very easy. We just need to click where it says Publish on the iSpring ribbon. I will go to the LMS tab, select SCORM 1.2 option right here. Select the folder on my computer where I want to publish it to. So I will select this one will be good, and click to publish. So under the learning course options, you can select not only SCORM 1.2 but SCORM 2004. So we just go ahead and select SCORM 1.2 because it works well with the model. Okay, and okay, we have it published. Now, if I click where it says open, it will open a folder. This is my just published course. Okay, so it was opened on my second screen. So let me move on to the next one. This one. So this is, we have a zipped archive. Okay, and now it's time to upload the course to Moodle. So um, now you probably do you have you already take a look at the Moodle? Please let me know if you have an experience with that LMS. So this is actually a free open source LMS, and there are some limitations. But for our purpose today, this will work just fine. So we will go ahead and use a demo on the Moodle. So let me open it up. Okay. So Kate will, I believe, can share a link with you in the chat so you can try and upload your own courses to Moodle just in a sec. Okay, so I will go ahead and click where it says log in. We will use these login details and click log in. Awesome. What should we do next? We need to go to the edit mode at the right upper corner right here. Now, I will click on add an activity or resource right here. Now I will look for SCORM, click on it. Let's give it a name. I would give it a test, description, and go ahead and upload the package which we just published. Practice part, new folder, sales calls. Click open and upload this file. Okay, now let's scroll down to the very end and click Save and Display. I will go to Preview, and this is how our published presentation will look like after publishing this iSpring free. Okay, so let's go ahead and click Next. We can also see the outline of the slides here. And that's it. Okay, So thank you, everyone. They actually did it. And thank you so much for joining today. I believe that we can go ahead and start a Q&A session.
Yes, thank you so much, Anna. Um, just a moment. Okay, Katie is asking, do you need to use Moodle? Can you just upload from iSpring free to iSpring? I guess iSpring learn LMS, right, Katie? And Anna, can you answer this question?
Sure. So no, you don't need to use like Moodle for sure, but Moodle is a free tool. So as we're talking about zero cost today, I thought that it will be okay if we mention it, but you're absolutely right. Moodle is just one of the options. You can upload courses published with iSpring free, to whichever platform but supports SCORM 1.2.
Yes, thank you, Anna, so much for covering this question. And can you comment on the security features of iSpring free?
So, Pamela, thank you for your question, but can you please be more specific? So, like what exactly you're referring to? Like, what the security questions? So I will be able to answer your question correctly.
Where does the content get stored? Pamela is asking. So the content that you are creating in iSprint free.
Oh, I see. Got it. So when you publish it with iSpring free, it will be saved on your computer. So you can select the My Computer option right here. In this case, it will be published on your computer, like on your hard drive, in a folder which you will select right here. The same is for the LMS. So when you select to an LMS, it will just create a zipped file, zipped archive on your computer, and that's it. So it will not be automatically upload something somewhere. No, we don't do that. So it will be on your computer.
Okay, thank you, Anna, for answering this question. And have a good day, everyone. And have a good day, Anna.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.